Hello. Today we're going to talk about getting started, like actually physically getting started, which is super ironic because I've been putting off writing this all day. Haha. So I guess that sort of gives me some firsthand recent experience about the fear of that blank page. Now, so far, all of my talks have been directed at those of you that never plan, like the kind of you that probably go into comics without any plan and just draw pages as you go, like maniacs. But for every one of you that does that, I know that there are plenty more of you that are perpetually in your idea phase, perpetually planning, perpetually considering maybe making a comic, you perfectionist types. But comics aren't a good medium for perfectionists. Comics are a lot of work and a lot of hours, and planning is about keeping that work off of your page and making it easier for you. So if you're planning everything, you're gonna run into some troubles because planning is not about perfecting every last aspect of your script, character designs, setting, etc. Like when it comes to writing a script, most of it is so easy to edit that waiting to plan out every little detail really isn't going to be worth it, unlike making character designs before drawing out a really detailed page. Like, there's a difference there. And do you know what a wonderful way to go about planning a script is? Writing a terrible first draft. That's how you write a script. I don't think I've brought this up a ton in the 100 Days of Making Comics in particular, but the best step towards making your comic is writing a script. I know so many people that actually skip this step, so yes, it is possible to make a comic without writing a script, but there's a really good reason to do so. Like, a script gives you a first look of what your comic is actually going to look like as a completed story, and it's by far the easiest element of your comic to edit after completion. You know, if you're trying to edit final pages, there's only so much you can do. A script, you can go completely other directions, and you're going to cause minimal damage if you do so correctly. So do yourself a favor and write a script. The first page is scary. I know, I get that. Whether it's your first time coloring a page, your first time thumbnailing, penciling, or writing, whatever, even if you've done it before, the first time is always going to be scary on a new project, new section of work, whatever. Whenever you step back on square one, it's going to be nerve-wracking, but it's also doable, okay? The most important advice I can give you at this point in your comic is just to adjust your goal. Whenever I sit down to write, I get weighted down by the need to write something amazing, write better than my last writing session, etc., etc. But there's no way to get a project done by thinking like that. And there's no way to make something amazing or great on your first try, especially in any reliable way. Like, a great script doesn't happen in your first keystrokes, or what are those, brush strokes? I don't know. Like, a great story comes from hard work, editing, revision, etc. And all of that happens after you have a script to edit. You have to have a script in order to revise and make a great script. So instead of sitting down to write something amazing, adjust your goals and sit down to just write and fill those pages. Like, get rid of that blank space, have something actually down, and you're better than you were before. I like to kind of think of this process as like making batter, or like any other sort of foundational thing, but making batter is a good one. You're making the building blocks to one of those crazy cakes that you see in all those baking shows, you know? Is all of that batter going to end up in a cake? No, like, some of it's going to get carved away and turn into cake pops, and some of it is going to get set aside and not be used in this particular cake adventure. And you know that one batch where you use salt instead of sugar? You know, you can't really use that batter, but at least you got some more baking experience under your belt, you know? That is sitting down and making your first draft. And hopefully, you know, you learn through doing that. When you're at the beginning of your writing journey, it's really easy to get caught up on learning and listening to advice. And yes, do that. It helps me when you watch my videos, but equally important to getting advice from other people and other writers is to get experience for yourself. And the best experience is writing complete stories, seeing things through to the end. One-off writing exercises are also good for specific problems that you need targeting and tackling, but you're going to learn so much by completing things and getting to the end. You may end up writing something that you hate, but you got it done. You've proved that you're capable of finishing something, and sometimes that's what you need. And you know what? The next time you write an ending, you're going to be better at it. You're going to know pitfalls. You're going to analyze what you've done wrong. You're going to be able to improve. But you can't fix what you're doing wrong without knowing what you're doing wrong in the first place. In which case, go forth and make mistakes and make scripts that you're not 100% proud of. All of this starts by writing your first page. So to all of you listening right now and that are still planning your stories, waiting for that perfect moment to start your comic, I want you to sit down right now, right after this video, I guess, and write your first 10 pages. Like, write them immediately. Don't put it off unless you're in an emergency situation here. I don't care if you aren't done your planning. Like, I don't care if you aren't ready. The worst part, that is the worst possible case scenario, is that you get some practice writing before you do choose to actually start. And in the best case, you might get a little fire under your butt and start writing more. So do it right now. Write your 10 pages. And if you're feeling pretty frisky, fancy, and fine, you can go and share those pages to the Art Share General in our Discord, like the channel in our Discord. And I might even look at those. I might not. I have some scripts that I actually got paid to look at that I need to look at first. But I might look at your scripts if I get a chance by Saturday. And, have fun with it. I want you guys to get some writing done. And the best way to conquer the first page blues is just to write your first page. There's not much I can do. Just do it right now. Do your best. And if 10 pages is too much for you, sit down for at least 30 minutes. And if you're the complete opposite and you absolutely love what you've done right now, I've started a Camp NaNoWriMo cabin. So if you want to join me in the McCain Gray writing cabin, you can do so by sending me your username via Discord. Just DM me and I can add you to the group, no problem. And we can continue writing our comics together this fine month of July. Keep up your momentum going. You guys are great. Ursula, you're really cute. Thank you for editing. Please edit that out. Don't just leave it in here because you think you're so cute and amazing that you deserve praise on the YouTube video. I'll be watching to see if you put this in here, you monster. I love you. Okay, I gotta go. I'm really busy tomorrow, so I'm recording. Well, I guess I'm busy today, so I'm recording this yesterday. That's how time works. All right, write your scripts, you kids.